Welcome back. And in our business news, global natural gas reserves witnessed 50% growth in the last 20 years. Due to economic growth in developing countries, worldwide natural gas demand is expanding rapidly. The GCC alone has gas projects valued at approximately $73 billion in the tendering phases. In the UAE, the government identified natural gas as a source of opportunity and says it will remain the key energy component in the country's energy portfolio. Abu Dhabi is among the leaders in these developments. At present, ADNOC invests around $40 billion in oil, gas, refining and petrochemical projects. $25 billion is dedicated to gas projects currently under construction. Hence, with the growing demand, the Abu Dhabi International Petroleum Exhibition and Conference, the Middle East's largest event of its kind, will have a strong focus on gas, its increasing share of the global energy mix and heightened regional demand for gas for power generation. That's according to Mohammed Sahu Al Suwaidi, the CEO of Gasco and chairman of the ADIPEC 2013.
We expect 2012, led by my colleague, the chairman Mr. Ali Al-Jarwan, to be a record. In 2013, the theme will be different, that is gas. However, we aim to do things differently and to again break a record.
The UAE is the fourth largest exporter of hydrocarbon, primarily due to oil exports. As the industry continues to mature, natural gas is now taking on a more prominent role. With 3.2% of the global gas reserves, industry experts say there is more room for growth, beginning at the ADIPEC. The biennial event will now become an annual gathering of experts and industry players beginning next year. However, ADIPEC 2012, which is set to take place in November, is also poised for success.
We have several panels on leading challenges to the industry, like sustainability, CO2 capture, CO2 injection, manpower development in very fast track, if you like, development of the skills for the future, and so many leading technical items. For sure, there will be benefit from transferring the best practices, capturing the best innovative approaches in the industry, and it will be stimulants for both professionals and managers to see what is the latest through basically very rich venue of exhibitors, showcases on plant, equipment and hardwares.
Cybercriminals are attacking business applications, with ATM and internet being the prime focus here in the Middle East. And more awareness and protection is needed to protect companies. Palladion Networks released its report on information security threats in the Middle East for financial institutions and enterprises in Dubai today, exposing a number of threat patterns. The report revealed that the infosecurity threat landscape within enterprises is shifting as threats are getting more financially motivated and targeted on applications. It stated that today enterprises are more focused on monitoring the network periphery compared to applications. It added that the majority of attacks on the Middle East are done through the US.
Our primary finding was that the threats are not random. They are not looking at the least prepared organization to attack. Most of the threats, almost 70% of the threats, are targeted on the larger enterprise. So the bigger the enterprise is, the more likely the threats will be targeted on them. That was one finding. Secondly, our findings showed that most of the current threats or the attacks are happening on the applications, not on the network or the servers that the enterprises have. So people are going after business applications. They are going after ATM applications, internet banking applications, and similar other applications like billing applications on the telcos and all. So the application threats are the real threat today in this region, not the network-related threats. One of the first things that we looked at is what are enterprises doing for mitigation. And we found that today most of the enterprises have relatively mature mitigation practices for their network security. But they are not having equal amount of focus on the application side of it. They are not monitoring enough application for security threats, and they are having more issues with application in terms of number of weaknesses per application.
And let's now take a look at the stock indices across the GCC.